I'm Angela. I'm the Chartered Manager Degree Apprenticeship course leader. I also am one of the course tutors on that programme, as well as other degree programmes that we offer. A Chartered Manager is someone who has got that professional recognition. It's a qualification almost that CMI are the only ones that can actually award that status because they've got a royal charter. And it's that continual professional development that they're having, so that they are developing as a manager and they're developing the team around them as well. CMI have done a lot of research into this. They have surveyed all of their members and charter managers themselves, as well as organisations, and a high proportion of them, 95%, say that their chartered managers demonstrate high management skills, and that allows them to reach organisational goals quicker and more efficient than previously. They also found that the chartered managers are better at leading and managing people, as well as that employer engagement, so that they're not just their own team, it's the wider team as well. 91% of charter managers feel that they are more self-aware about themselves. They're a lot more confident in their roles and their abilities, and they even recognise that their own management skills have improved. They're not relying on other people telling them that. They've got that self-awareness to recognise that as well. The chartered manager stands out because they have got that knowledge. They've had training. They are using their CPD to advance their knowledge. That means that they can make decisions a lot more practically. They've got tools and techniques that they can use to do this, but they've also got that ethics side of it. When you become a chartered manager, you're a member of CMI, and they have that code of conduct that you agree to, and as well as that CPD element as well. Employers are generally looking for someone who takes responsibility. They've got good people management skills, definitely honest and ethical. There's no point having someone who's going to lie. But they also have good problem solving and critical analysis skills, as well as being able to work collaboratively within teams. The programme itself is aligned to the actual apprenticeship standards for the Chartered Manager Degree Apprenticeship. So what we do is we develop the knowledge and the skills required to not just meet those requirements, but develop the individual to become a chartered manager. We have a variety of class activities that will develop these skills and improve their confidence. So there's a lot of things that we do that include problem solving, and a basis for a lot of our assessments is critical analysis and evaluation. So it's building those skills not just on the ad hoc as they're performing within the class for an activity, but also in their assignments where they're having to stop and think a little bit and investigate. We also do a lot of group work, so there's working collaboratively with people, even people they don't know, especially at the beginning, but they build those collaborative skills so that they can work well. Even if they don't get along with each other, we still put them in those groups, because in a working environment, you're never going to be able to work or be friendly with everybody, but you still need to work with them. So we do that on purpose sometimes. Because of the sort of assessments that we have, we get them to deliver presentations in front of the whole class or in front of a panel of experts. So that's building their confidence to be able to talk about their subjects, especially subjects they're passionate about, very well. So that when they come to endpoint assessment, this prepares them well for that, but also for in the workplace, where as they progress through their career, they are more likely having to either give presentations or present information to more senior managers, or even to, say, the board of management. On successful completion, what they are going to come out with is hopefully a BA Hons in leadership and management, but as part of that, we have got dual accreditation for the Level 5 diploma in management and leadership through CMI. So they're getting a degree, but they're also getting a professional management qualification out of that. And throughout the programme, they will actually be CMI members, so they're getting all of the benefits associated with the membership throughout the whole programme. CMI have got resources available to anyone who's a member. So throughout their studies, they will have access to these resources on Management Direct. And Management Direct has all of their latest research, other resources from other sources that they have collected and being able to use, as well as mentoring schemes and even a career development centre that will help them develop themselves as individuals. I think one of the things that we struggle with is when we're promoted into management roles, we're not trained. So dealing with some of the situations can be very daunting and challenging, and you feel you're never going to get it right, so you're not confident. So going through some sort of management training, whether it's the Chartered Manager Degree Apprenticeship or any kind of management training, will give someone that confidence that they are doing the right thing. They know what's expected of them as a manager or leader without questioning everything and then looking like you don't know what you're doing. So it's giving them that confidence that they do know what they're doing, they have got a handle on this. And it's not always the case that people are promoted because they know what they're doing. They're really good at what they were doing. So being a manager, different set of skills. So training is actually needed, but not a lot of it happens within organisations. I started off, I trained to be an accountant. Unfortunately, when I left university, I wasn't able to get a job in the area because I didn't have any experience. It was that catch-22. Very young coming out of university, no real work experience. So I temped in admin within education. I got to see lots of different areas within the educational environment, and then eventually got into the teaching side of it. Started off teaching things like IT, and then progressed across to management, leadership, still more IT. That was one of my backgrounds, and I brought my finance into that as well. And eventually within my role, what I did was I was going out to organisations. Organisations would approach my employer then, we would go out and do some consultancy work. That would be around either IT systems, it would be around policies and procedures, operational, or even just giving some training to their managers on how they could handle situations a bit better. And then my partner moved jobs, so I moved down here, and so now I'm teaching within the Chartered Manager Degree Apprenticeship. My apprentices, they are apprentices who are already working. They have vast working knowledge already. But the challenges that we are facing now, and will probably face in the future as well in different shapes or forms, is about their adaptability. Being adaptable and flexible to the situations, flexible to the people that they're dealing with. And one of the things that we do deliver in our course is around the psychology side of it. So it's being open to the fact that everybody reacts differently, everybody has different perceptions of situations. So that adaptability, I think, is one of the key things for our managers and leaders to develop. But actually, I think everybody should have that adaptability, regardless of what your job role is.